a 2-game lead coming into the game, unbeaten in conference play at 12-0, but 2 wins for Rollins. We're all tied up, both teams with 12-2 marks. Hi, everybody. Jack Ike along with Brandon Davis for the 3rd and final game of this series. And not what we thought Tampa was going to show. They have been kind of held in check all weekend long. But great game by Berger. Last game went 8 1/3 innings to get the win.
Yeah, and here we are now with Ruben. They're going to start instantly right now. Not going to waste any time at all. And that's what the Rollins Stars have been doing these past 2 games, not wasting time.
They've gotten
and executing on their opportunities.
Yeah, they scored first in the first game. He fouls this one off. We'll give you the starting lineups. It's pretty much, you've heard it before. There is one change near the bottom of the order. But Ruben will lead off, number 23. That is Joey Ruben, a sophomore from Charlton, Massachusetts. Alex Canny, by the way, on the mound for Tampa with behind the plate is Garavito for Tampa in this game. Batting second is the second baseman, number 3, Adams Torres, a senior from Kissimmee, Florida. Ball just missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Batting third is number 12, the first baseman, Jeslyn Whitehead, a senior from Orlando, Florida. We'll wait on the 2-1 pitch here. Fouled back, giving chase, but they're not going to get to it. Batting cleanup is number 35, the left fielder, Ryan Coleman, a senior from Tampa, Florida. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 5, Cam Meehan, a senior from Orlando, Florida. Batting sixth, the DH, and that is number 38, Jack Herring, a sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. Fouled back again. Stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Batting seventh is the third baseman, number 13, Jimmy Thies, a freshman from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Batting eighth is the right fielder, number 28, Parker Smith. And he is a senior from Orlando, and a strike. So Alex Canny starts us off with a strikeout for Tampa. And batting ninth to complete the batting order, catcher is number 77, and that is Axel Post, a junior from Barrington, New Hampshire. So a change. Seringer caught the first 2 games. Axel Post behind the plate in this game. Alex Canny starting, though pitching out of the stretch. And the first pitch to Torres is a called strike. The battery for Tampa is Canny on the mound, Garavito behind the plate. Check swing. They asked to check it, and it is a ball. Setting the field for you with Canny on the mound, Garavito behind the plate. Little blooper down the line. Foul. Giving chase, the first baseman, Jamarcus Lyons. At second base is Drew Earhart. Third base is Anthony Nunez. Shortstop is Nico Saladino. Left field is Danny Gutcher, who caught the first 2 games of the series. Center field is Jordan Lala. And right field is E.J. Cumbo for Tampa. So Gutcher still in the lineup, but has moved from behind the plate to left field. The pitch. Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes still. We'll get you the Tampa batting order and the Rollins defensive situation in the bottom half of the inning. Ooh, that one looked good, but 2-2. Winner of this game will take over first place in the Sunshine State Conference.
Yeah, the Spartans, even though they had the lead for so long, they do not want to close out the weekend potentially having to get swept and not only losing their first place spot.
On their home field, too.
Yeah.
There is no return match at Rollins. Sunshine State Conference is 11 teams in the conference, so you play 10 3-game series. Ball outside. Rotates from year to year. This year, Rollins is here. Next year, Tampa will go there. It's always a Friday single game, Saturday doubleheader. Three-two pitch. Just misses outside, so a walk to Torres. Whitehead, runner goes, bouncing it out to Canny. They get the out. 2 outs, but the runner moves to second. Canny on the season, the sophomore righty. This is his 10th appearance of the year, his 5th start. 2-0 on the year right now. Does have a save to his credit and has 29 innings pitched, given up 31 hits, 12 runs, 11 of them earned, walked 5, struck out 20, and has an ERA of 3.41. Coleman strides to the plate, the left fielder. Coleman looks at a call strike inside corner. That one's fouled down the line. Well, one thing Rollins has done and told this conference is Tampa is mortal.
Yeah. They've made them human.
Yep. Tampa came in ranked second in the nation. Rollins, and I've said it yesterday, this is not an upset because Rollins is the seventh ranked team in the nation. I know people always say, oh, that's an upset. Or not when they're that close.
Yeah, not when they're that close. Within top 10.
No.
Yeah. Within 5, you could say.
Yeah. That one's hit and is deep, giving chase is Gutcher at the wall, bounces in. That's going to bring a run. Torres will score. Coleman cruising into second with a double. And once again, Rollins on the board in the first.
I believe that's the 3rd straight game they've gotten at least 1 run
in the first,
first inning.
Meehan to the plate. And again, what we've seen all weekend long is both teams hit the ball hard, but Tampa, they are hitting them at people. They're caught. These fall in the gap. Pitches a strike to Meehan. Swing and a miss. Ahead 0-2 with 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Inning is over, but Rollins strikes first once again, picking up a run on 1 hit. Walk scores, and we have played half an inning, 1-0 Rollins on TampaSpartans.tv. Jordan Lala to lead off for Tampa, bottom of the first. Batting order, fairly typical Spartan batting order with Jordan Lala leading off. Number 8, senior from Tampa. First pitch, called strike. Second in the batting order, number 2, Drew Earhart, grad student from Tampa. Number 3 in the batting order, number 11, J.D. Urso, sophomore from Tampa. Batting fourth, number 19, E.J. Cumbo, a junior from East Meadow, New York. Batting fifth is number 9, Anthony Nunez. Nunez is a sophomore from Hialeah, Florida. Batting sixth, number 14, Santiago Garavito, a sophomore from Plantation, Florida. Batting seventh is number 27, the left fielder, Danny Gutcher. And he is a sophomore from Tampa, transferred from Eckerd College. Batting eighth is number 10, Nico Saladino. And he is a sophomore from Valrico, Florida. And batting ninth is 0, Jamarcus Lyons. Walk to Jordan Lala. Jamarcus Lyons is a junior from Tampa. Jordan Lala just figures out ways to get on base.
Yep.
Gets on base. Has about a 500 on base percentage. On the mound for Rollins in today's game, the evening game, Kieran Casey, a senior from Jupiter, Florida, started his college career at Davidson.
Interesting.
Earhart to the plate. Casey on the mound, post behind the plate. Fairly typical infield after that. Well, it is their typical infield. Whitehead at first, Torres at second, Thies at third, Rubin at short. And the outfield's the same. Coleman in left, Meehan in center, and Smith in right. Drew Earhart at the plate. See if Lala goes. He did in the first game and scored down the line, just foul. One thing we haven't seen is Earhart trying to move him to second on a sacrifice bunt. Though I tell you what, though, Thies is, well, now it doesn't matter now at 2 strikes, but he was fairly far back. So Earhart will be swinging away. That is hit down the line, fairly deep toward the corner, giving the home run.
Oh!
That one got over by about 5 feet, and Drew Earhart's home run is second of the weekend. That's put Tampa on top, 2-1. That got out fast.
That got out real fast. It's only 321 feet, so it's relatively easy to hit to the left side. But nevertheless, this is what the Tampa Swans have been waiting for, and finally it comes in Game 3.
Earhart with a home run in the first game, and another one in this game. Spartans jump back in this game and have a response to Rollins scoring in the first. J.D. Urso at the plate now fouls it off.
It's Earhart's second of the year. Second home run of the year.
I think he had one in the first game, though, so that should be his
Third.
Didn't he have one in the first game? I think he did, didn't he?
Believe he did.
So that's his third.
Yes, third.
Urso check swing. That one stayed low. It was a liner, and we weren't sure if Coleman was going to have a chance, but it was about 5 feet over the fence, over the yellow line. It's a fairly windy day out there. Two-one pitch, foul back, 2-2. Game time, it's 85 degrees here in Tampa. Partly cloudy. Or do you prefer mostly sunny?
I would say mostly sunny. But the clouds are coming in.
Ground ball through the middle. That's a base hit for Urso. Wind is the same as it was in the first game, southwest at 13 miles an hour. That's a pretty strong breeze blowing over the left field wall. And a quick. So nobody out. And after three batters, the Spartans have a 2-0 lead and a man on first. And the dangerous E.J. Cumbo at the plate. And he lofts one into left field for a base hit. Right in front of Urso, and he's going to go for 3. Slides, he is out. Joe and JD are incredulous with the call. Joe trying to get his 10 cents worth there. The home plate umpire made the call. That's his job to get down the line there.
Yeah, but that was a high tag on that one.
I
would say you gotta give the tie. You have to give the tie.
Though I will say, the ball was right in front of JD and it was into left field. That's risky to try to get that base. So Cumbo on first with 1 out. Anthony Nunez at the plate. We've seen JD get that extra base, so you can't say don't do it.
Yeah.
You always like it when the fielder who made the play just sort of walks away and say, you guys talk about it. Don't ask me my opinion.
Leave me out of it. Leave me out of it.
Nunez watches one low. Post blocking that one. Cumbo, modest lead over at first. That one gets away. Cumbo will get second. One out, man on second now. Nunez, 2 balls, 1 strike. And I think it's 3 balls, 1 strike is what the home plate umpire was signaling. Fouled off. So that should actually make it 3-2. Let's see what the plate umpire puts up. 3-2. What did you see? Did you see
2-2?
He did say 2-2? Okay. He was signaling it like it was wrong on the scoreboard. So Casey to Nunez.
Ooh.
And it was a call strike 3. Slow curve. Nunez wasn't waiting for that pitch. 2 outs now. Garavito to the plate. Casey with a look back fires. Whoa, that hit him. I think I might have clipped him in the shoulder or the side of the helmet. Either way, he's going. And it might have glanced off and hit the umpire. Here, he's stopping, and
He's a little bit shaken up here.
base umpire is coming over to help him to see if he's okay. Tampa training staff out there. That's John Bennett behind the plate. Gary Glover is in the field. They switch roles this inning. While there's a timeout, John Sjogren's going to go talk to his pitcher. They're slowly walking John Bennett down the line. Dalton Ross coming out with some water. And I think it's a pitching change anyway for Rollins.
That's
John
Tate Stone for Cena.
Okay, who pitched yesterday, picked up the save.
Oh, wait, excuse me, my fault.
No?
It's Jackson Mills,
Okay.
number 51. Mills, a 2.84 ERA,
Got it? Okay.
a total of 12 and a quarter innings. He gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. But yeah, relatively good numbers for him. 2.84 batting. I mean, it's 2.84 ERA. The sidewinder, you can see that, but he will get some. He will get a few warm-up pitches as we will go shortly to break.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. UT and
So Jackson Mills on the mound. He will have runners on first and second, 2 outs. Right-hander with the sidearm delivery. Misses on the first pitch. So John Sjogren quick to pull Casey out of the game. Just 2/3 of an inning. But the last batter got on by getting hit on the shoulder, maybe the helmet. Strike call. Danny Gutcher playing left field this game. Hit out into left center field, giving chase, and in stride is Meehan to end the inning. Spartans get a couple on a Drew Earhart home run, 2 runs, 3 hits, and they leave 2. We played 1 inning, and it's Tampa 2-1 over Rollins on TampaSpartans.tv. Not going there. Not going to Georgia.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students.
So we go to the second inning. Tampa on top 2-1. Leading off will be Herring. Jack Herring. DH in this game. Alex Canny on the mound for Tampa. Ball way outside. Ground ball. Diving Jamarcus Lyons finds Canny. He caught it. He stepped on the bag, and they got the out, and he does a push-up.
It was kind of scary to see him slip like that, but it's good to always see that he's good and okay. But that was a great executional play by Lyons to get that dive and get it down to Rodriguez.
Yes. The throw, to Canny, covering the base. It was Canny who covered the base. The throw was where Canny was, not where he was going to be. And it's a tough play. I mean, Lyons dove and had to come up off the ground to make the throw. And Canny had to kind of slow his momentum, reach back, make the play, and step on the base. And for fun, he did a push-up or two. Thies at the plate now. Taps that one foul. That's the third play today where the Spartan pitchers have had to cover the base and done it very well. Ball hit down the line. Fair ball. That's going to go in there for extras. Thies rounds first. Picked up by Cumbo. Quick throw in. Gets it to Earhart. And standing at second is Thies with a double. We'll bring Parker Smith to the plate. We've talked about him. Has 23 hits on the season, 13 of which are home runs. That's just a gaudy statistic. Not a huge average, a .245 batting average, but when he hits it, watch out. He also has 4 doubles, so 17 of his hits are extra base hits this year.
Wow.
Actually, take that back. He has a triple as well, so 18 of his hits this year, of his 23 hits, have been extra base hits. Popped up, goes out of play. Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the second inning with a man on second, Thies. Off speed, stays high. 2-2. Canny fires. A little bit high. Full count. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him down. Parker Smith goes down swinging. 2 outs here. Top of the second. We'll bring Post to the plate. His first appearance this weekend. Axel Post, a 150 hitter. Played 13 games. They're been in 15 games. This is his 16th. It's now his 14th start. 40 at-bats on the year, 6 hits. Fouls that one off. Down the line, just foul. Thies dancing off second. The pitch, a little bit high. I believe a couple weeks ago you did a Spartan Valdosta State game here. Did you do that one?
Yes.
Spartans will return the favor this coming Tuesday by going to Valdosta. There's a ground ball. Earhart ranging to his left, scoops it up, tossed to Lions. Inning is over. No damage. We played an inning and a half, and it is still Tampa holding on to a 2-1 lead right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spaulding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spaulding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic.
Bottom of the second inning we go. Nico Saladino will lead off for Tampa, the 8th hitter in the order. Tampa put up 2 spot in the first. Ball inside. We mentioned Tampa will go to Valdosta State, Georgia, on Tuesday for a return engagement. Valdosta State came down here a couple weeks ago. That one is hit out into left field, giving chases Coleman. Is he going to have a chance? Dives.
Oh!
Now, is it fair? Yes, they say it's a fair ball. Coleman picks it up, tosses it in, but into second is Saladino. Now, that might be a hit because Coleman had to dive for it, but it did hit his mitt and glance away.
Let's see if it's a hit or E7. We'll see.
Haven't said anything yet.
Yep, they gave it a hit. Yep.
Jamarcus Lyons coming to the plate. Runner in scoring position again for Tampa. Ball outside. Jackson Mills on the mound for Rollins. Jamarcus fouls that one off. Came in as a pinch hitter in the last game. Came up with a timely base hit. Though the Spartans didn't get enough runs to get back into the game, though. 1-1 pitch. Shows bunt, gets it down. He's going to move the runner to third. They're going to try to get him at first. They do, but he pushes the runner over to third. Sack bunt by Jamarcus Lyons, and not a bad move with a guy like Jordan Lala coming to the plate.
Exactly.
400 hitter.
Doesn't matter how efficient the bunt was, as long as they got the job done, that's all that matters.
Lala walked and scored in the first. Looks at one. Down the middle, but low. After the Valdosta State game on Tuesday, Tampa hits the road for Sunshine State Conference play against Florida Tech. Tech right now holding on to fourth place in conference play. 7-6 coming into today, tied with St. Leo. Two balls, no strikes. Lala waits. Strike one. Saladino on third for Tampa. Rollins will play next weekend when Eckerd comes to Rollins. Foul back. And the pitch. Outside. Three-two pitch. Walked him, and Jordan Lala just finds ways to get on. Runners on the corners. One out. I was checking the Spartans schedule to make sure that their next conference games were Friday, Saturday, because in the past they've often played Thursday, Friday because of Easter being Sunday. Because if it's a rainout, they don't want to play on Easter, they can play on Saturday. And I noticed Rollins plays Thursday, Friday, but Tampa says Friday, Saturday. Mm-hmm. And Drew Earhart takes one off the hip. Bases are loaded. Chance for the Spartans to do some damage in the presence of J.D. Urso to the plate.
Urso's last at bat hit the ball, line drive. Yeah, you got a single. So let's see if he can get a 2 RBI, potential 2 RBI single, at least one. One out here.
Mills looks in. Has put himself in a little predicament. Urso waits. And doesn't get it. Just missed. Mills fires. JD fouls it back. Long look by Mills. Got the signal from post. Urso waits. Fly ball hit out into right field, going back, drifting back, and Smith makes the catch right in front of the 375 sign, trotting across home plate. To make it a 3-1 game is Nico Saladino. Also moving up to third base is Jordan Lala. Earhart has to stay at first. Long sac fly, but J.D. Urso brings the run in, and it's a 3-1 game.
And that is Urso's 38th RBI of the season. Like I said, he was leading for the team, and he's approaching 40 RBIs. Very impressive so far in the season.
That is. We're about 28 games into the season, so one and a third a game. That's pretty good. Combo looks at a strike. Considering a major leaguer, if they get 100 RBI, that's a good season over 162 games. Ground ball. Torres on the hop. Inning is over. Spartans add another run, though. So we've played 2 full innings. Tampa with 1 run on a base hit. They leave 1. We go to the top of the third. 3-1, Tampa on top.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
Alex Canny back on the mound for Tampa for inning number 3. Top of the order, Joey Rubin for Rollins. Fouls that one off. Rubin struck out his first time up, shortstop. Pops it up. In the infield, Canny can't see it with the sun. Waits for Jamarcus Lyons to make the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Again, taking a look at the Spartan schedule, they're on the road next weekend at Florida Tech. They're then home in 2 weeks. April 14th when Eckerd comes to town for a 3-game series. Then on the road for 2 series. We only have 2 more home series to go, the Eckerd one, and then not until May when Lynn comes here to end the conference season. So there are 5 series left to go, 15 games left to go. Ground ball, does it get up the middle? It scoots through for a base hit. So base hit by Torres. Whitehead at the plate with a man on. Fouls it off. Janney fires. Ground ball, could be 2. Saladino for 1 to Earhart. The relay in time, double play. Inning is over. That's what you want, a quick inning, and we've been waiting for it. And the Spartans deliver here in the third. We played 2.5. It is Tampa holding on to a 3-1 lead over Rollins on Tampa Spartans.tv.
Department of Speech, Theater, and Dance.
Bottom of the third, Anthony Nunez will bat for Tampa. Check swing, strike, pitching change. Third pitcher in 3 innings for Rollins, Austin Long, a righty, a senior from Bedford, Indiana. Transferred from Indiana. See if we can get the numbers on him. Austin Long coming in with a 8.50 ERA, 2 wins, 1 loss. This is appearance number 13. All in relief. Ground ball. Does it get through? No. Torres scoops it up. Tosses to Whitehead for the out. Long, 18 innings pitched this year, 21 hits, 19 runs, 17 earned. Walked 11, struck out 10. And Garavito comes to the plate.
Garavito's last at bat, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, it was up in the shoulder, if not higher.
We've seen that a lot over this 3-game series. More than usual. Surprised there's been no beef, no turmoil.
The pitch to Garavito. Bounces away. Nobody on, so no harm, no foul. Garavito steps out. Something might have blown into his eye there for a second. 2 balls, no strikes. Long fires. Down the middle. Strike 1. That one's hit down the line. Does it stay fair? Foul by about a foot. Hit the wall about 2 feet up on the wall. but about 2 feet foul. So now a 3-2 count. Long delivers. Ground ball, foul. Just foul of Thies at third base. Three-two again. Way high, and another base pass. He got hit by a high one last time. That one was well over his head. But he gets just a walk out of this one. Danny Gutcher strides to the plate. Leadoff walk led to the first run of the game for Tampa. Let's see what happens. No, there's already one out. Never mind. Long now in the stretch. Gutcher takes a swing at it. I don't know if he fouled it or not, but Garavito stays at first. Oh, 1 pitch. Strike 2. Took a little off it, put a little bend on it. Strike 2. And the pitch. Bounces it in the dirt. Garavito stays. Oh-2 pitch on the way from Long. Shot up the, just out of reach of Rubin at shortstop, and the Spartans have runners at first and second with 1 out.
That was ripped to left field. No shot Rubin had that.
You know, all series long, those have been one hoppers to the shortstop.
Yep.
Hit hard, but just never by anybody. Nico Saladino to the plate now. He doubled his last time up. Now has a runner in scoring position. Strike call. Long with the look. That one is hit high, giving chase. In plenty of room is Smith. He's trying to get ready for the tag. They're not going to get Saladino, or I should say Garavito, going to third. So 2 outs now, runners on the corners for Jamarcus Lyons. Big run standing out at third for Tampa. See if Jamarcus can bring him in. He bunted his first time up, had a sacrifice bunt. And the pitch. Ground ball heading out to third. Rubin for the force. Inning is over for Tampa. No scoring. Did get a hit, but they leave 2 on base, or 1 on base, I should say, with the force out. We head to the top of the 4th. It is still Tampa on top, 3-1 on TampaSpartans.tv. Fourth we go. Tampa on top, 3-1. Turn it over to Brandon Davis for 4, 5, and 6.
First pitch is the ball. Count 1-0. Coleman's last at bat hit an RBI double that scored in the only run for the Rollins Tars so far in this game. Takes another ball outside. Counts 2-0. Inside, count as a strike. 2-1. Grounder up the middle. There's Saladino. Does he get it in time? No, he does not. So Coleman will get the infield single. Lions a little bit frustrated on that one.
Yeah, he thought he had him.
So that brings up Meehan. Meehan's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging on his last at bat. Kenny approaching 50 pitches. Fouled back. Swing and a miss. Count 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Down swinging again. Now he's 0 for 2. That is Kenny's 4th strikeout of the day. So now Herring is up. He's also 0 for 1. Kenny checks on Coleman. Wild pitch. Coleman advances to second, though. And now he's in scoring position. Speedy, 6'3". Coleman. Only 195 pounds. Very speedy. No wonder he's so agile in left field. Strike. Count is 1-1. 1 out. 1 man's scoring position. Here's the pitch. Inside. Good job by Garavito. Line drive. Base hit to shallow center. That's going to score on a run. Coleman's rounding home. And he is in for a double. Herring is in for a double. So he gets the RBI double. And that brings the Tars within 1. So the score now is 3-2. Now we have Thies up. Thies, he actually was subbed out in the last game. We actually don't know why, but now he's back into the lineup. So 1 out here. And 1 man scoring position. He can reel in his teammate Coleman. Excuse me, Herring. High fly ball to center. Lala catches it. Oh, he fumbles the ball. And Herring will advance to third. That was an out. Yes, it was. But he didn't get an opportunity to try to get him out at third on the tag. Without bringing up Parker Smith. Parker 0 for 1 tonight. Excuse me, I keep saying tonight. I think it's like Friday night. 0 for 1 in this third game. Struck out swinging. Swing and a miss. Count 0-1. Count 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Inside, almost clipped him on the arm. So now it's count 1-2. Spartans desperately need this win. If they get swept, they lose their position in the SEC Conference as in first place. High fly ball, foul back. Tars are within one run of tying the game. This is the longest time the Tampa Spartans have led in any of the games. Let's see if they can hold it here with 2 outs. Right down the middle, struck out looking. That's Smith. So 1 run, 2 hits, 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th here. 3-2, the Spartans lead. Back here in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the lineup here for the Tampa Spartans. Jordan Lala takes to the plate. This is his 3rd at bat of the day. Hasn't gotten a hit. 2 straight walks for him. Takes a ball outside. Count 1-0. Inside. Count 2-0. Outside corner for a strike. Counts 2-1. High. Counts 3-1. That is ball 4. So 3 straight walks for Jordan Lala and 3 at-bats. So he's very fortunate for him. I know he wants at least a hit or something, but it's always good to get on base with his on-base batting percentage being at .533, the highest on the team. But that brings up Drew Earhart. Earhart hit a 2-run shot to left field in his first at-bat. That was in the first. But also got hit by a pitch in the second. He takes the ball. Pitch right down the middle. Count 1-1 now. The 1-1. Good read by Long. Almost had Lala on that one. Long again. Checking Lala. The 1-1. Grounder. Right to Torres. Can they get a double play here? Yes, they do. So 4-6. They call him safe? They called him safe. Okay. Well, the double play is not executed as Lala will be at first. Earhart will be at first. They do get the out at second. So it won't be a 4-6-3 double play on this one. However, there is 2 outs. And we have J.D. Urso up at the plate. He takes a pitch inside. Counts a strike. That is fair. Right down the left field line. Should that score in Earhart? No, he stops at third. But a great double by Urso to get in him and his teammate into scoring position. That is his 39th double of the year. Wow. So now EJ Cumbo comes up to the plate for a potential Spartan run. We'll see if he can get in the RBI. They do lead 3-2 still. So let's see if they can extend this lead here. Perfect opportunity in the middle of the game. Bottom of the fourth. We'll see. Takes a pitch high for ball 1. High fly ball. Straight to center field. Meehan is there. Tagging is Earhart. He will get in. So now the Spartans have a 2-run lead. A great sac fly by EJ Cumbo to get in his 23rd RBI of the season. So now Anthony Nunez comes up to the plate. 2 outs here. Still have one runner in scoring position. That's J.D. Urso. Urso known for his wild running antics, base running antics. We'll see if he will steal third base. You never know with J.D. Urso. Low ball inside for count 1-0. Good protection by Post, the catcher. Guarding his Post. It's kind of ironic that his last name is Post. The 1-0. Low again. Count 2-0. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. So I guess they just intentionally walked him or something. I'm not too sure what just happened on that play, but they just gave him the walk intentionally. That way they can face Santiago Garavito. So now 2 men on base, 1 man in scoring position. 2 outs here. Spartans lead 4-2 in the bottom of the 4th. Here is Santiago Garavito. Grounder straight to Ruben, and he fields it to Torres to close out the 4th inning. So 1 run, a few hits, 2 men left on base. We go to the top of the 5th here. Tampa Spartans lead 4-2.
Trent.
Back here in the top of the 5th, we resume the game in the bottom of the lineup for the Rollins Tars. Post, the catcher, will lead off here. He's 0 for 1. Had a ground to the second. First pitch is almost clipped him in the shoulder. High inside. Count 1-0. That pitch is another ball. So count 2-0 now. Line drive, base hit to the right center. And Post will get his first hit of the game. So now he's 1-2, 1 for 2. So we go to the top of the lineup here for the Rollins Stars. Ruben is up now, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Pitch right down the middle. Count 0-1. Kenny deals. Another breaking ball. Count 0-2. High outside. Count now is 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ruben goes down swinging. That's his second strikeout of the night. So that'll bring up Torres. Torres is 1 for 1 on the night. As the last at bat had a single. Takes a pitch for a strike. Count 0-1. Ooh. I really thought it was going to be a strike, but inside corner for a ball. Count now is 2-1. It's a good choice by Caney to pitch that. Thought it would land, but it did not. Caney checks post at first. Both teams have 6 hits. That's more hits for the Tampa Spartans. Oh, that's a high fly ball deep to left. Lala is there to close it out. Post goes back to first. A little bit too confident on that one, but he got back to first quickly. So Whitehead is up now. Two outs here. 4-2, Spartans lead. Here's Caney. Grounder right down the line, but it is foul. Whitehead's last at bat got a 6-4-3 double play. Let's hope history does not repeat itself here, even though it's 2 outs. Pitch right down the middle. Count now is 0-2. Right to right field. Cumbo is there to close it out for the Spartans. So, no runs, no hits. No, 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th here. Tampa Spartans lead 4-2.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned.
Bottom of the 5th here. Tampa Spartans lead 4-2. Now here is Danny Gutcher. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Had to single his last at bat. He takes the first pitch strike. He's seen that pitch before. He knows that is his pitch. Swing and a miss. Count 0-2. So he caught him on the off-speed pitch the first time. Then he caught him on a little slider the second time. The 0-2. Grounder straight to Thies. Thies fields it to Whitehead for the first out. Nico Saladino, batting number 8 double his first at bat, but then he had a fly out to the right in second. He takes a pitch outside for a count 1-0. He signals a bunt, but instantly recants. 2-0. Grounder straight to Whitehead. Long is there to get the second out. Jamarcus Lyons is up now. The number 9 hitter for the Tampa Spartans. In the last game, he contributed an RBI that helped to shorten the Spartans' deficit, but it wasn't enough to get the win. Ball is low. Count 1-0. Another one. Count 2-0. We've seen Long, who is approaching 40 pitches now, throw a lot of balls low and inside or either outside. Another wild pitch. Some of these pitches could be potential wild pitches. He's very fortunate that the Spartans haven't got on base enough for these wild pitches to turn into more runs. And it's also a testimony to Post's defensive transitions. Swing and a miss. Count out is 3-1. Lyons' head was turned out on that swing, so he never even had a chance to even have contact on the ball. A 3-1. Ooh. Almost hit him in the head, but he will get the walk. That's Long's 4th batter that he's walked. But now we go back to the top of the lineup here. Lala leads off. Lala has not had a hit at all, nor a strikeout. Just straight walks. This is his 4th at bat. 3 straight walks. It's pretty ironic. Ball is low. Count 1-0. So 2 outs. Lions on first. Spartans lead 4-2. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Ooh, pitches high and a little bit outside. Count now is 2-0. We will have a pitching timeout as the coach comes to the mound. Will we see a potential pitching change? I believe this is the pitching coach, so just a brief consultation. Trying to prep up his teammates, rev them up, try to get more energy in this game. They do have a chance to potentially sweep the Spartans and go into first place in the SEC Conference. So we'll see if they can do so. They still have a chance. They're only down 2 runs, and we're halfway through. So that's what the pitching coach is trying to instill into his players right now. As the is like, all right, time to go. Let's go. Got to keep up this pace. So Long stays in the game. As we have 2 outs here. Here's the deal. Line right to Ruben. He's going to race it out. Did he get it? Just in time as Lyons slides into second. But that will do it here for the bottom of the 5th. Spartans still lead 4-2.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
So we're back here in the top of the 6th. Number 32, Braden Nelson subs in for Caney. So Caney's day is done. If everything goes swell, he will get the win, only giving up 2 runs and 6 hits. Lala is subbed out by Jose Cadenas, who goes to center. And we will have Braden Nelson warm up briefly as we take a quick break. So Ryan Coleman comes up to the plate. The only Tars with 2 hits on the day for this particular game. He's 2 for 2 today. A single and a double. Line right off the glove, and he still fields it. Can he get it in time? Oh, and Lyons just misses it. Tips off his glove. A wild sequence of events there. The ball was lined straight to Nelson, but then Saladino was still able to field it, but Lyons wasn't able to execute on that play. Could have been a highlight if Lions would have been able to catch it. That would have been a crazy sequence of events, but just wasn't able to. So that brings up Meehan, 0 for 2 on the day. He takes the ball. Pitch now is 2-0. Nelson checks Coleman. Pop fly. Foul. Pitch now is pitch count is now 3-1. Line drive up the middle, fields it. Can they get a double play here? And Lions cannot execute again as it comes off his glove. Excellent fielding by Saladino and Earhart. Could have been a potential 4-6-3 double play, but Lions again with the error. So Herring comes up now. He's 1 for 2 in this game. One of the players with an RBI double. He takes the first pitch, swing and a miss. But there's a timeout here because another ball comes onto the field. I don't even think some of the players are aware that there was another ball on the field. So, will that pitch count? I'm not even sure. Because the ball did go onto the field as the pitcher was pitching. So it kind of distracted like half of the other people. So the attention was deviated away from what was really going on. And that's what Tar's coach is pleading to the home plate umpire. He's not even aware. It was the infield umpire that had to call a timeout, and the home plate umpire wasn't even aware. And now he's trying to plead his case to him. But as you know, umpires, they stand their ground. I still think that he should have consulted with his umpire, but because his former colleague, his colleague was the one that called the timeout, but he wanted to continue the game. So, nevertheless, he is the home plate umpire. So what he says goes. The 0-1 grounder straight to Nelson. He fields it to Lyons for the second out, but that will advance Meehan to second to put him in scoring position. This will bring up Deese. Deese 1 for 2. Had a double in his first at bat. He calls time. Here's a pitch. He swings and misses. Tried to check his swing, but just could not hold up. Foul tips. That's a ball outside. Count now is full count, 3-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. So he will get the walk. Spectators in the bleachers thought otherwise. But nevertheless, now there's 2 men on base. 1 man in scoring position. Here's Parker Smith, who is known for his multiple home runs over the course of the span of weeks. He actually has more hits and doubles. His home runs. He has about half of his home runs of his total hits. So I believe 12 of 24. 12 of his hits were home runs. Foul back. Check swing. He definitely did go through on that breaking ball. Good pitch by Nelson. Foul back. Meehan was at second, leading, trying to taunt Nelson, but he wasn't looking at the time. Nobody at second covering. Now he checks Meehan. Go to. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And he tags him out to close out the top of the sixth. We go now to the bottom of the sixth here. The Tampa Spartans still in the driver's seat here. Here on TampaSpartans.tv. We head on the bottom of the sixth inning. Tampa Spartans still have a 2-run lead here. Drew Earhart, the second number 2 in the lineup, he will start off the inning. He is 1 for 2 in this game. Takes a curveball for a count 0-1. Ball inside, count 1-1. A little bit high on that one. Count 2-1 now. Almost a wild pitch there, but Post was able to post it up and block it. That is sent all the way to the streets of West Cass Street. Oh, no. The screen blocked it, so now the ball is at left field. Coleman will get that one as we have a periodic timeout here. That's up the gap in between Howard and Rubin. So Earhart will get his second hit of the night. And his Tampa Spartans are on base now here. J.D. Urso is up to the plate now. He's 2 for 2. In his last 2 games, didn't have the performance that he wanted, but now he's really coming into his own self now here in the third game. Trying to keep this Spartan SSC ranking alive at number 1. He fouls it back. The 0-1. Count now was 0-2. The 0-2 foul back here. Urso looking to get maybe another double here. His 40th.
Whoa.
Wild pitch. Just slipped in his hands.
Just a bit inside.
Just a bit inside. So that will definitely advance Earhart into scoring position, making it easier for Urso to get this potential RBI single, a double. We'll see.
That wasn't even an ephus pitch.
Oh, I don't even know what that was. Looked like a MLB show glitch.
Ball that slipped out of his hand.
Line drive up the middle, base hit for Urso. So he's 3 for 3 in the night. Urso, his father, stops Earhart at third. And that was a good call by Urso to keep him at third. Smart decision for Nunez, who's up now. Maybe he could get a sac fly or maybe a liner into the gap.
It almost looked like Drew and Coach Urso were like, I could have scored. I think I could have scored.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Joe then shook his head no, and then they fist bumped.
So that base hit will end Long's night. Didn't really have a long night, relatively. Back here in the bottom of the sixth, excuse me, we have a pitching change here for the Rollins College Tars. It's left-handed pitcher
Alfredo Caraballo
out of Panama City, Panama.
Has a 7.82 ERA, 0-1 on the season. This is his 11th appearance. Does have a couple saves. 12 and 2/3 innings. 15 hits, 11 runs, all earned. 7 walks, 9 Ks.
And he will go against E.J. Cumbo in his first outing. Check swing. Doesn't matter. It's a strike. So count 0-1. Low outside. Count 1-1. Sidewinder deals. Ripped. Foul down the right field line.
We're getting to that point in the day where watch the throws coming back from the catcher as the sun is starting to get low. You can see the shadow at home plate of the bleachers.
High fly ball.
Got a chance.
Is it going to be foul? Yes, it's going to be foul. So nobody was able to get that one. There's a little blooper down the left field line.
3 gave chase. Nobody got there, though.
It's like 3 cats chasing a mouse.
Mouse slipped back in the hole.
Tom and Jerry. The 1-2, the combo. Foul back again. Caraballo deals. Grounder up the gap in between Whitehead and Torres. Urso's going for 3. He will definitely make it. That scores in Earhart. So an RBI single from EJ Combo gets the Spartans up to 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's a big run, especially when you consider all weekend 5 has been the number for the winning team. 5-2, 5-3.
That's EJ Combo's 23rd RBI on the season. And that brings up Anthony Nunez, who is switch hitting. He's going to be batting right-handed now because there's a left-handed relief pitcher. We haven't really seen him bat right-handed. Not that much.
No, not too often.
Not too often.
He doesn't come up with many lefties.
We'll see if his stance is as comfortable as it is left-handed. Swing and a miss.
Very good swing.
Count 0-1. Yeah, very good. Very good swing on that one. You can see he's very, very. When it comes to practicing in the batting cages, you can see he's doing both, not just lefty. I used to be a switcher myself.
Did you?
Yeah, but I was predominantly lefty though because I was born. My mother and my father, they were genetically lefty, but my mother grew up a Catholic, so they switched to righty. So, but I was born genetically fully lefty. Switched to righty for 2 years, but went back fully lefty now. So I just do maybe like 2 things righty, but everything else lefty though. So grounded up the middle. I mean, in between the shortstop gap. That will bring in Urso for RBI single. Great job by Anthony Nunez. We've seen the previous games him going lefty. It hasn't been his day, but now him going righty for the first time, and God knows how he gets his first RBI of this game series. Excuse me. First RBI hit of this game series. So that would bring up now Santiago Garavito. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Got hit by a pitch, a walk, and got into a 6-4 it's fielder's choice. He will take a quick timeout here.
See what Caraballo did there? He kind of just feigned a throw to second. There's a pitch clock that you can't see in baseball in this game. And if you make a pickoff move, the clock starts. So the pitchers know just kind of make a half-hearted move, and it starts again.
And I think you said, I think I overheard this. I think you were saying this, that if they try to pick them off, they only have only 2 pickoffs. The majors is only 2 pickoffs per batter.
Yes.
That's definitely going to see. It's definitely going to be a tricky thing with the runners now because they're going to be wanting to go more often, even if they don't even have the speed. But
well, once you know that he's come at you twice,
yeah, it's gonna make it more predictable. Yes.
I don't know if you take a huge lead knowing they can't throw over.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of that policy, though.
Well, it's all about speeding the game along.
Yeah. Caraballo deals outside. Count 1-1.
I think the general assumption is more than 2, you're wasting time.
Yeah.
So if you only get 2, pick and choose the 2 you want.
Grounder, foul.
sandwich over there.
Oh, you didn't finish it yet? Ah, take your time, eat it.
No, I don't want any more.
It's not good. It's not good.
No, it's good. I'm just full.
Carabao deals. High fly ball to shallow right. And Smith gets it in as he runs into the infield. So that'll be the first out of the inning. Shockingly. It's been a long inning for the Tampa Spartans. So now Jose Cadenas will come up for his first at-bat of this game. I would say for this game series, his first at-bat. He did sub in defensively last game and the previous game on Friday. But now he will get his first at-bat in this game series.
Yeah, he came in as a defensive replacement yesterday, I believe, but did not get an at-bat.
Mm-hmm. Takes the first pitch. A little bit inside for count 1-0. I believe he's replacing Danny Gutcher. So 1 out. Cumbo at second. Here's the deal. Grounder straight to shortstop. Here is the double play, and they get the 4-6-3 double play. 6-4-3 double play. That will end a long inning here, though, off of 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 men left on base. We go now to the top of the 7th here. The Tampa Spartans now lead 6-2.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Top of the 7th here. Tampa Spartans lead 6-2. Thank you guys for joining TampaSpartans.tv here. We have a pinch runner for the catcher post. It is
Andres Antonini.
Andres Antonini. You have some numbers on him, Jack, don't you?
Yeah, not a lot of numbers. He's got a 4.44 average. This is his 10th game, no starts. Only 9 at-bats on the year, 4 hits. So his numbers may seem gaudy at 4.44, but not a big sample size. But that may change as that one is deep near the wall. And
See ya!
Under the list.
Out of home run. That's his first home run?
Well, he's only had 4 hits, so let's see. He has, yes.
His first home run of the season. What a way to capitalize on this opportunity by Andres Antonini.
No, I said not a big sample size.
So as Ruben comes up now at the top of the order, I will give it to you.
Okay.
Jack, all right?
Wow. Rollins won't go away. They've already taken the first 2 games, and they have made it a 6-3 game here. Spartans fortunate to add another run last inning. Top of the order, Ruben. Braden Nelson fires. Ball, base hit over Drew Earhart's head. Cut off by Cumbo. No, it bounces away from him. Cadenas fields it, but on to second base goes Rubin. Now that may be a single and an error. See what they call it. Recorded as a double. It bounced away or over Cumbo's mitt, so it wasn't that he misplayed it. First two batters get on, a home run and now a double.
It's crazy how it seems like they're going to try to come back and late in this stretch.
Yep.
They have the willpower to do so.
Ball low. Nelson in the stretch, fires. Just inside. Ball in the dirt. He walked him on 4 pitches, so not good. And he kind of looks at the dugout, shook his hand. Stared in the dugout a couple times, and here comes Sam Militello. That maybe something just doesn't feel right on his pitching hand. Don't know if Joe has anybody warming up or not. But Sam Militello out to talk. Garavito also out there. Sam looking over, and I think they may have to make a pitching change. Braden keeps looking at his hand. Now they're summoning the trainer and quickly racing down to the bullpen. I didn't see which player ran down there. So they are checking out Braden Nelson. Could be a blister. Could be more than that. Now Joe Urso is going to come out. Not a good situation here is attending to Braden Nelson. Four straight pitch walk. And then he kind of looked down and was looking at his hand, looking at the dugout. Kind of had it back and forth a couple times and kind of motioned somebody come out here. Now, since nobody was warming up in the bullpen, somebody quickly raced down there. If a pitcher comes in, well, since he is in the bullpen already, normally if you don't get to go to the bullpen and throw, they let you warm up on the mound as long as it takes till you're ready. That may not be the case here, since somebody's already gone down there and maybe thrown 10 pitches by now. But there are 2 men on in a 6-3 game, and so the tying run is coming to the plate. And that'll be Whitehead, the number 3 hitter in the order. Discussion continues on the mound. They may just Joe Urso and the training staff staying out there. John Bennett, the umpire. Not rushing them. I think they're just giving a little time in the bullpen before they make the move. Now Joe talking to John Bennett, the umpire. But it pretty much looks like Braden Nelson's day will be done with some sort of injury to his pitching hand. They keep glancing over toward the dugout or the bullpen. Now, by the way, the bullpen here, here's the pitcher coming out. The bullpen here used to be down the third base line in view of everybody. It has been moved on the other side. Now that they put in the turf field, it's been moved to the other side of the fence, the green fence that surrounds this park, so the pitchers are hidden from view. Paul Sullivan is coming in to pitch for Tampa. Braden Nelson going out. So Paul Sullivan on short notice. A senior. This will be game 10 of the year. As a 2 losses, 1 save, 16 innings pitched. And he's done warming up. Whitehead strides to the plate for Rollins. Spartan infielders back to their positions. Ruben on second, Torres on first. And that's the situation that Paul Sullivan inherits. In the stretch, first pitch to Whitehead. Off speed, strike call. Oh, 1 pitch. Ground ball foul. Oh, 2 pitch. Ball hit in the gap. Coming in is Lala in right and left field. Makes a nice running catch for the first out. Jordan got a good jump on that one. Depending on where the ball is hit this time of day, it can be a very tough play for an outfielder. Had that been hit straight at Jordan Lala, he might have had trouble seeing that in the sun. Because it was angled away from him, he probably saw it all the way. You can see the shadows of the bleachers, the stands between pitcher's mound and the plate. Swing and a miss to Coleman. By Coleman. He's down 0-2 with one out. Sullivan fires. Swing and a miss. And a couple quick outs by Paul Sullivan. 2 down now here in the 7th. Cam Meehan to the plate. Couple strikeouts and a fielder's choice for Meehan in this game. Fouls this first pitch off. That one is hit. That may be in the gap, giving chases. Lala falls. One hops to the wall. One run will score, and they're going to hold the runner who tried to go from first to home at third base. So a double for Meehan brings in one. It's now a 6-4 game. Tying run standing on second for Herring coming to the plate. Herring, the lefty, stands in. First pitch, a little bit low. Sullivan fires outside. 1-1. Make it, 1-1. Two outs now, top of the 7th. Tying run on second for Rollins. And now they're giving Herring the base. I don't know if the Spartans just conceded the walk. Herring is the top hitter on the team at about 380. So they might have said, rather than maybe him driving in 2 runs with a base hit, let's set up a 4. So it was a 2-0 pitch, and they just walked him. So now they've set up a force at every base. Howard at the plate, Austin Howard. Ball 2, or no, 1-1. One pitch from Sullivan. Popped up, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes on Howard. Sullivan trying to get out of this inning. The pitch. Inside, 2-2. On the way. Tapped, foul, stayed alive. Two pitch, Sullivan in the stretch. Ground ball foul. Stays 2-2. Torres on third, Meehan on second, Herring on first with Howard at the plate. 2-2 pitch coming up from Paul Sullivan. Here it comes. Fouled off. We'll do it again, the 2-2. Outside, full count. Nowhere to put him on the full count pitch coming up. Sullivan needs to find the strike zone. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, runners moving. Swing and a miss, and Sullivan gets the strikeout to end the inning. A couple runs for Rollins to cut the lead to 6-4, but the tying and lead run stranded on the bases. We've played 6.5, and it is a 6-4 Tampa lead. 6-4 Tampa lead on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off-campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residence halls and enjoy diverse activities, including performing arts, guest lectures, nearly 200 clubs and organizations, and a nationally ranked NCAA Division II athletics program. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader.
Bottom of the 7th we go. Saladino pops up the first pitch. Fairly deep. Coleman ranges over and makes the catch. A battery change for Rollins. Michael Cullen, a senior from Panama City, Florida, coming in to pitch. He pitched at Chipola Junior College. And also behind the plate, Stephen Deans, a freshman from Venice, Florida. Cullen on the year, this will be just appearance number 5. 8.31 ERA is 1-1. Jamarcus Lyons pops it up. First baseman Whitehead waits and makes the catch. 2 quick outs by Michael Cullen. 6-4, Tampa on top, bottom of the 7th. Tampa trying to get one win in this 3-game series. The winner of this game will be in first place in the Sunshine State Conference. Now, Tampa came into the weekend with a 2-game lead in the conference, but lost the first 2 games, so Rollins and Tampa tied at 12-2 for the conference. So whoever wins this one will take over the lead, while the other team will fall to its 3rd loss of conference play. Jordan Lala at the plate for Tampa with 2 outs. And 2 balls. No strikes. 2-0 pitch with 2 out. Check swing. Called strike. Cullen with a long look. Lala ready. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Took a little bit off of that one, and Lala couldn't dial her down quick enough. Two. Tap foul. On deck, Drew Earhart, hoping to get a plate appearance this inning. Both teams with 10 hits. Tampa 6 runs. Rollins 4 runs. The 2-2 with 2 out. Ball hit out into center field. Meehan backed up a little, comes in, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Tampa goes down 1-2-3. We've now played 7 full innings, and it is 6-4. Tampa leading Rollins. Top of the 8th inning we go. Paul Sullivan on the mound. Parker Smith at bat for Rollins. First pitch, swing and a miss. Ball a little bit inside. 1-1. Hard throwing. Pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Smith. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Took a little off that one. And Smith goes down swinging. 1 down here in the 8th. Jorge Ramirez coming in as a pinch hitter. Ramirez got an at-bat in the first game today and reached base. Sullivan with a 1-1 count. Rocks and fires. tipped into the mitt of Garavito for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 on the way. Off speed, got the strikeout. 2 down here in the 8th. So Joey Rubin to the plate. Doubled his last time up. 1 for 4 on the day. Sullivan fires. Strike call. Ball hit up the middle. Gets down for a base hit. Cadenas fields it. Quickly gets it in. And that holds Rubin to a single. Or I should, Rubin's. Torres to the plate. Sullivan now with a man to mind at first. And the pitch. Off speed and high. Ball 1. And the pitch. Strike call inside. Off speed, outside corner, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, way outside. Torres goes down. Inning is over. They do get a runner. Stranded at first. We played 7.5, and it's still Tampa 6, Rollins 4 on TampaSpartans.tv. No, that's the catcher. No, still Cullen. Bottom of the 8th we go. Tampa will send up Earhart, Urso, Cumbo, holding on to a 6-4 lead. Spencer Seringer back in to catch. He caught the first 2 games of the series. This is the 3rd catcher of the game for Rollins. New pitcher appears to be Swift. Number 18, Stephen Swift in the pitch. No record this year. This is appearance 6 on the year. All in relief. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs all earned. Walked 5, struck out 5, and has an ERA of 7.36. First batter, Drew Earhart. And the first pitch goes to the backstop. Earhart with the bunt, and he's going to beat that one out. Not even going to get a throw from Howard as Earhart caught him playing pretty deep. He'll bunt a lot during the year, but it's usually to move a base runner over. Having a great day. 2 singles, a double. And flew out to right field and drove in a run on a sac fly. Ball outside. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. They may have him. They do. Earhart thrown out. Joe looking for an insurance run to get that runner in scoring position. But a good throw by Seringer.
Good throw, nice and low. But Earhart just couldn't get there in time. I really thought that he had a good jump to it.
He did.
I don't think he slid in time. Or maybe he slid too early.
Urso tried to protect him by swinging at it. Just to, not necessarily to hit it, but disrupt the timing with Seringer. Didn't work. So it's now 1-1 should be. Ball high. So he did swing at the first pitch. So 3-1 they're showing. Foul back. Ball hit out into center field. Meehan tracks a little bit to his left, catches it in stride. 2 outs. E.J. Cumbo to the plate. Ground ball, fielded by Swift, runs it over to first to end the inning. Will go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for Rollins. 6-4, Tampa on top on TampaSpartans.tv. Top of the 9th, last chance for Rollins. Spartans trying to pick up 1 win in this 3-game series. And it'll be Whitehead to the plate. First pitch grounded out to Earhart. Takes a couple hops. Toss over to the Lions. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch. Good way to start the 9th.
Assuming the Spartans get the win here, what does this game series, what does this show the Spartans need to do to keep improving in the second course of the season? What do you think the coach is going to be telling his players after this game series?
Well, it's hard to say that they played poorly. Knocked down by Sullivan. Does Saladino have a chance? No.
Is this like a wake-up call to you, Jack? Or
it could be, but I still say they really hit the ball well this week, and they didn't give up a lot of runs. I mean, Rollins is a team that averages 8 runs a game, just like Tampa. They had 5 in the first 2 games that were wins. They have 4 in this game.
It could have gone either way, both games.
Tampa did not score 3 runs and 2 runs, and 6 runs in this game, but neither team got to their offensive capacity this weekend, so I think pitching...
They show some stints of it, though.
Yeah, pitching kind of ruled the day. Tampa hit the ball hard, did not strike out a lot, but just didn't get timely hits and hit the ball hard at people, so not a ton of things to worry about.
Just some tactical things, maybe, because 5-3, 5-3, now potentially 6-4. It could have gone either way, Jack, and you were right.
All
just
3
to say
games?
That. Yeah, all 3 games.
Ball hit out into right field. Coming in is Cumbo. He lets it bounce. And now we've got the tying run on first base. And Herring coming to the plate. So I'll tell you one thing about Rollins, never give up. I mean, they had the lead in the first 2 games of the series, but they have battled back all day long in this second game. Spartans went up 2-1 in the first inning, 3-1 after 2 innings. Then Rollins made it 3-2. Tampa made it 4-2. Tampa made it 6-2. Rollins made it 6-4, and that's where we stand. So they've always, in this game, been on the cusp of getting right back in it. And now that they're down to their final 2 outs, they have 2 men on. Herring looks at a strike call, 1-1. A 6-4-3 would be nice.
Yeah. Good way to wrap it up, just like the Rollins Stars did to the Tampa Spartans in Game 2.
Herring looks at another one, strike 2. That was in a tough spot to hit, low and inside. Herring just kind of had to watch that one. Sullivan, a glance back at second. The 1-2 pitch. That is hit out into center field. Cadena's backing up near the wall, makes the catch at the wall. Runners are going to tag, and nobody's going to score. That ball bounced away on the throw by Cadenas into Saladino. Both runners advance. I tell you what, that runner from first, risky to get there, but he's now in scoring position.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was close.
The ball was close from getting over the wall. Cadenas had to go all the way to the warning track to get that.
It was the deepest part of the ballpark.
Yeah.
I mean, he hits it anywhere else, it's Rollins has the lead.
Spartans
Okay, 20 coming into pinch hit.
Yeah, Spartans now could take a deep breath of relief on that one.
I mean, he hits it anywhere else, it's gone. Bullock can swing and a miss, coming in as a pinch hitter. 2 outs, tying run on second. Ground ball foul. 2 strikes. Could be down to their last strike.
Man, these Tars, they're like roaches in the NYC apartment, man. They just never go away.
No. They're tenacious. 0-2 pitch. Call strike 3. Hit the outside corner. Paul Sullivan comes in, picks up a big save for Tampa. Alex Canny getting the win for Tampa. And the Spartans prevail in Game 3 of this weekend series to retain possession of first place in the Sunshine State Conference. This was a battle for the conference lead. Tampa came in with a 2-game lead, lost the first 2 games of the series, so it came down to this game to decide who would walk away with the conference lead when it's over. Tampa wins it, 13-2 on the year now. Rollins falls to 12-3 in conference play. Tampa now 24-6 overall, and Rollins 22-9. Alex Canny picking up the win. Paul Sullivan, a great save for Tampa. Tampa will be back in action on Tuesday. They're going to get on a deluxe motor coach and head to Valdosta, Georgia, to take on Valdosta State, a team they played just a couple weeks ago here in Tampa, and Valdosta State picked up a 6-3 win. Conference play resumes next weekend when the Spartans will hit the road to play Florida Tech in a Friday single game and a Saturday doubleheader. So the teams exchange handshakes, a hard-fought series, and we will be back in 2 weeks on Friday, April 14th, when Eckerd comes to town. Always a big game when a Cross-Bay rival comes to Tampa to play. So for Brandon Davis, this is Jack Ike saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in a couple weeks right here on TampaSpartans.tv.